the final Fire Finds Friday of September 2025. And with the release of Mega today, I got some heat for you guys to buy and not to buy. So let's jump right into two cards you should not be buying. Let's go. Starting off here, we have the Charizard from 151. Yes, the Grail card of the Scarlet and Violet era. This guy was sitting at $700, $900 in a PSA 10 about 2 months ago, and is now shot back to its old PSA price at around $1,300, which is absolutely insane. Fear of this set finally heading out of print is the reason for this price increase. Everyone's thinking that's not going to get reprinted. They're done with the reprint. They're moving on to different sets to reprint. And while Scarlet and Violet is starting to age, I don't see Pokemon stopping the print of if not the biggest like moneymaker and most popular set in the last 5 years, especially with them talking about huge reprints for this set. I don't see it being over yet. I see another maybe Blooming Waters restock, a different tin bundle, possibly even a UPC restock. We've seen Costco's back end have these loaded up for a bit now. I don't see this being over. So don't buy into the FOMO for this card. Wait for a reprint or a big restock to be announced and then buy. I will say that we are nearing the end, but I don't think we're quite there yet. The next card I will hold off at the moment to buy and purchase is the Victini promo from Black Bolt and White Flare. Also skyrocketed. Main reason is there's always a large group of people that like to dump, like pump and dump, which is where they increase the price of a card, get it really high, sell what they have, make profit that way. The price increase is also due to a new set being announced. Of course, Mega released today. Reprints for Black Bolt and White Flare will be held off for a moment until Mega's, ETBs, blisters, booster bundles, whatever it is, hit shelves next week, this week, maybe even the next 2 weeks. It's just gonna be Mega, but afterwards, Black Bull is going to get restocks, White Flare is going to get restocks, Prismatic, possibly 151. I think this card will be a good hold in the future, but at the moment, I won't be buying this card. It's ridiculously high for the current market, and I wouldn't buy it right now. Okay, now that we got those two out of the way, let's go into the 5 cards you should be buying for the end of September and start of October. Starting off the list, we have a card that I want to buy hundreds of copies of, and that is the Articuno from Journey Together. An absolute beauty and a very cheap investment at the moment, sitting at around $22 for this card when it started off at around $100 raw. Insane. I did pull this card 2 times when Journey Together first released. Sold it for around $50, which profit $25 for the current market. Selling for like 200 in a 10. And looking at the past highs for this card, it was selling upwards to 100 and 300 in a 10. Being a Gen 1 Pokemon, a legendary bird at that, and a lot of people in this hobby like to collect ice cards, snow cards, frozen type cards. It's a beautiful artwork. This card has the possibility of being one of the most expensive cards in Journey Together in the future. I see it being top 5 chase cards in this set. It just hits all the check marks to being a big chase card. From beautiful art and the nostalgia, I don't see a downside to investing in this card at the moment. Definitely look into buying this guy. He is cheap, and looking at the past market, he was high and very high at that, like what, 4x what it is right now, 5x what it is right now. Yeah, definitely consider an Articuno. Moving on to a kind of hot take one, not so really, we have the Keldeo from Crown Zenith. Hear me out here, a breathtaking art and Crown Zenith in one. Look at this card. I have a card of this in my personal collection. I love this Pokemon. I love this art style. What is it called? The Borealis, Northern Lights, whatever you call it. It's like asking for the money to come to you. This set is going crazy with different cards like the Mewtwo, the Leafeon, the Mew. All these cards are high in this set right now, and I don't see it stopping. Crown Zenith is an older set from Sword and Shield. The only restocks we get from this set occasionally are random boxes on Pokemon Center that have Crown Zenith packs, or if you shop at Walmart, they have tins there occasionally. That is the only time we see this set nowadays. I only see profit with this, so definitely look at buying tons of these. If we look at the recent market, it started off for like $4. This card was going for $5, $6 back in June and August. And the start of September, it just shot up right up to $12. PSA 10s, $150. So when I graded this card through PSA, I think it was selling for like $60. Amazing card. This card is going to be crazy. I can already see it. Let's jump right into the top 3. The top 3, here we go. We are looking at the Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. Absolute beauty of a card here. Going for around $30 now from a lackluster set The only cards to really look at here are the Zard, this, and maybe like the Cleffa. And this card is very sought after. When I got back into this hobby, I started back in around maybe start of Scarlet and Violet. 151 was already released. I thought this card was part of 151. This card looks like it should be part of 151. It's a 151 Pokemon. It peaked at around 33 bucks back in February. This was one of those weird pump and dumps, but it's going right back to the $30 market. And this one isn't a pump and dump. This is literally just the flow of the card's price. It's going for around 330 in a 10. Lots of people love this card. Whenever I see this card at card shops, see it pop on my TikTok feed, everyone loves the way this card looks. It is a nice looking card. And PSA prices are just going up and up and up. The set's getting older and older. This card is great to look at. Definitely look at buying some Ninetales here. Final two cards. Let's start with my personal favorite on the list. It is the Reshiram from Journey Together. It's like every week we have a card from Journey Together on here. It's a very undervalued set, so it's gonna happen. And this little guy here is probably one of, if not the best card to be buying from Journey Together at the moment. When this card first got announced, you know, they did the reveal and you could see this card. When this card got leaked as well, crazy hype for this card was surrounded. Everyone thought it was gonna be an SIR, the top chase of the set. So many people were drooling and dying to get their grubby hands over this. Card was insane. Many speculated the price on this card would be going crazy. It started off at around, what, 40 bucks when it first came out? And it's dropped to basically half of that. It's going for around $15, $20 if you find it in a good place. Capitalize on this card now. You do not see cards like this going for $15. Okay, this card is too majestic looking to be sitting at this price. Going for around 400 bucks in a 10 when it first dropped. Now going for around 180, 200-ish. I can see this card going for at least $50 come early next year. And if you have the extra cash laying around, I would look at buying the stamp version as well from the enhanced booster box. I think they're around a similar price in market, so it doesn't really matter which one you buy, but they're both awesome investments. Definitely look at buying some Reshirams. Amazing, beautiful card. And it's N. Who can go wrong with N? All right, moving to the #1 spot here. Again, this list is in no particular order. Not one card investment is better than the other. I don't think one is. I just have these in random orders. But we have the Snorlax promo from 151. I know, I said do not be buying any cards from 151 at the beginning. The Zard, that only implies the cards that are from the specific set that you can pack in the packs and pull in the packs. This guy right here is the promo for the ETB. And since the beginning of this reprint, we have yet to see any ETBs from 151 get reprinted, announced, part of a bundle. None of that. We haven't seen a remake of this card anywhere in any type of promo or bundle. Going for around 20 bucks raw at the moment. He is a little high. I will say he's a little high. And around 240 in a 10. Unless this ETB gets a reprint, which strike me down if I am lying. I do not think this card will ever get reprinted as an ETB. If they would have done it, they would have done it ages ago. Like during Blooming Waters, the end of Blooming Waters, to, you know, maybe balance it out. They would have done it ages ago. So that has me believing that they won't be getting reprinted. This is an awesome card, and if you have the extra money laying around, it is a bit pricier than the normal one. The stamped Snorlax from Pokemon Center goes for around $250 raw, and in a 10 going for around $1,700. Yeah, like I said, way pricier than the other one. This one's also a great hold and probably more value short term. You're gonna get more of an investment back short term because it's Pokemon Center. Anyway, there it is, the final investment video of the month and of September, of the week. Blah, you know. Next month, I want to start doing product. I don't know if you guys are interested in product or if you just want to see cards. Let me know down below. I'll be back again next Friday. You guys enjoy the release of Mega. Let me know what you guys are pulling. I want to see some Gardevoirs, some Lucarios, Venusaurs. All right, I'm done. See you guys.